I hear popping noise. Do you guys hear that popping noise? I hear...
Yep.
Oh, it went away. All right. Hello and welcome to This Xbox Life, episode 352. Xbox on Windows, and that would be Windows 10 to be exact, which I'm running, so I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't hear a popping noise. I am one of your hosts, Brun, BJ Swig33. Along with me is Presar.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob, also known as Presar. Hello.
And grand announcement. We have a wonderful guest with us today, Rob. The one.
Who's that?
The only. Wingman 709. And there he is. Hello, Wingman 709. Oh, I didn't hear you. Nope, didn't hear you at all.
Sorry, I
Nope.
forgot I had muted Skype because you told me to be quiet.
Oh, yes. Wingman 77009. So, hello, Mark.
Everybody just left now. They're like, oh crap, he's back.
Oh, no.
Not that guy again.
No, that's not true.
Hey, we've gotten the best comments on the last two episodes. Both episodes, people talked about how great it was when I wasn't around. So I think the writing's on the wall. I think my foot's out the door.
It would have been just as great with you here.
Need to keep Jesus and what's his first name? I know it.
Sean.
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 Thank you. Need to keep Jesus and Sean on here, and just the four of you run with it.
You know, it was fun having them on. I think Jesus was having a hard time keeping it rated G. We were joking after. It's like, I couldn't believe he made it the whole time, you know. And we were
I was very
joking about
impressed. I kept waiting.
Yeah, well, they can do it. So, but so how was everybody? How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Not everybody.
Super fantastico.
Yeah. So, Mark, people are going to be excited you're back. Trust me. So, Rob and I are excited you're back. So, but
Yay! I'm excited to be back. I almost didn't make it, but I got so much stuff I should be doing right now that I'm supposed to be doing, and I said, you know what? I haven't been around for 2 weeks. I got to go. Can't miss 3 weeks in a row on the show.
Yeah. Well,
I missed you guys.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, Gamescom's coming up, so you know how things go dark. I mean, the biggest news is, I mean, our episode is Xbox on Windows. You know, big release day today of Windows 10. A lot of people are upgrading to it. I know a lot of people are excited. I was super excited. Bumped into a little bit of an issue with the beta version of Parties on Windows 10. Actually, I was testing with Mark, and we'll go over it in a little bit. But, yep. Xbox on Windows. Quick announcement. You can catch us live, like today, every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, yep, catch us, come out, join, chat with us, have fun. And then, obviously, the next day, typically the next day, on Thursdays, the MP3 goes up to your favorite podcasting service. So, all right, what have we been playing? Rob, you're up first.
Sure. Not a whole lot for me. Just a little bit of Borderlands. That's about it.
Borderlands
Next.
1 or Borderlands 2?
2.
Okay.
2.
All right.
That
Mark,
is all.
since you've been out for 2 weeks, you probably
Ever.
have been doing nothing but playing games.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I've played hardly anything. I actually got to play a little bit of Saints Row 4 Reelected. I did in the last 2 weeks. All I got done was I played through the DLC for that game, which is very little. So that's it. I've just been busy, man. Busy traveling. Got lots of stuff going on. I'm probably going to be missing lots of other episodes going forward for a while. So just depends on what happens. So, but anyways, and no, I can't check audio because I'm having all kinds of streaming issues. I'm hoping I'm coming through okay.
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Everything seems to be
Yeah,
going.
you sound okay.
Twitch on the PC and on my Xbox are both freezing.
Oh.
That's probably because I'm updating the main family PC to Windows 10 downstairs.
Oh.
It's probably killing it.
Oh. So. All right.
So.
Well, I've been playing. So Okay. Oh boy. So, I've been playing Rocket League, of course, on my PC. I played briefly a little bit of Destiny. I'm taking a break from Destiny, and not for any bad reason or anything like that. I'm not mad at the game or anything. It's just I feel like I've done so much in the game, and it's a lot. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of burning out a little bit. New DL like the latest DLC was good, but it wasn't like, Crota good, because there was no raid or anything like that. So going to other things, doing some other stuff, and people in the Facebook group and stuff were talking about backlogs and stuff, and I read that and I'm like, you know what, I really want to play Deus Ex because I knew there's a new one of those coming out, so I popped in Human Revolution, the director's cut, on my PC, and started playing through it. I also popped back in Battlefield 4 on the PC and started going at it again, and that got me hooked back into that. So I've been playing Rocket League, Battlefield 4, and Deus Ex mainly on PC, and then Destiny on my Xbox One. Was it last week we were talking about Dishonored, Rob?
I think so.
Yeah, because people were talking about it.
Or the
like,
one before.
Yeah, I was like, should I get it? Should I do this? It's $20, has all the DLC, because I really want to play.
Oh yeah, it
the
was.
second one.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so I
Yeah, that was the one that was $20 off. It was $39.99, and we saw it as 20.
Yeah.
We,
So I sat there and I kind of sat on it for a couple of days, and somebody tweeted me. Let me mention who that was, because we do that. It was J Mill says, you have to play Dishonored. It was awesome. My favorite 360 game. So I was like, all right, just for that, I'm going to go.
sold.
Yep, sold. I went and pre-ordered it, and it'll download on August 25th, which gives me some time to play it before, like, Halo and stuff like that. So as of right now, Destiny, I might go back and play it here or there, but I'm really focusing on some backlog stuff and going out and having some fun, doing some other stuff. So that's about it. That's what I've been playing. And good evening, Gunny Chief. Welcome to the show. But all right. With that, we can move toward the round table. I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys seen what the Games for Gold is going to be in August? Is there any way we can
have.
go over that real fast before we hit
Sure.
round table? Because I know it's, over the next month or whatever, and it was just released a couple
Going
days
off
ago.
script.
Going off script. I forgot to put it in there, so. But I think for Xbox One, it was Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid.
The Zeros.
Yeah, Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes. Yep.
And How to Survive Storm Warnings Edition.
Yep. Okay. And then 360.
And the Metal Gear, that's a demo, isn't it, or something? The $10 or $20 demo.
Yeah. What is it, like a prequel or something like? I think
It's
the
like
whole game is like 2 hours or something.
It's like
like
3
that.
hours
Yeah.
long, so I mean, it's a little bit more in a demo, I would say. It was a
Okay,
pre-release
it's demo plus.
stuff. Yeah. But it's, obviously a lot of people liked it. I mean, they sold a good bit of them, so. And it kind of preps you for the next Metal Gear coming out. But on 360 for the first half of the month, what do they have coming out?
Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light.
Okay. Yeah, so those two games are this month or August, and it's split down the middle. So 33 the first month, and the other one First Light. Is that what you said? First Light?
Yeah, Metro Last Light.
Last Light will be the second.
Yeah.
Not the first one, the last one.
And I know exactly why they did that. Why they had those for the 360.
Why?
Because I bought the definitive edition
That's why.
on that last sale. So I
Oh.
bought both of them.
Yeah.
That's why they're free now. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Awesome.
No problem.
Yeah. Appreciate it. So, all right. Cool. Before we hit roundtable, two ways to support the show. Actually, 2 of 3 ways to support the show. You have Patreon and you have Twitch alerts, tips, I guess. So it's twitchalerts.com/donate/thisXboxLife. And the other one is patreon.com/thisXboxLife. All right. And we appreciate it. Nothing's expected. Everything's appreciated. And
I expect.
oh,
What you're talking about?
just from Gunny Chief, though, right? That's the only one we. We also have God is Life 555 is in here as well. Hey, and welcome to the show. Don't forget to favorite. So I put 3 topics. The last one might be the longer one to discuss. You know, the one and I guess the second one as well, or the first one as well. But so name of the show: Xbox on Windows, Xbox 10 or Windows 10 released today. It's gonna be trouble going back and forth between these two all day. Big thing as far as when it comes to Xbox is the whole streaming. So Rob and I have tried it out and we've talked about it.
Quick, with your picture, your image over the laying over the background, it says Windows 1.
Yes.
Xbox One, Windows 1.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
number 1 here. Although here we go. Windows 10. So I just removed myself. You'll see it in about 6 seconds. So yes, Windows 10. So the big thing, the Xbox app, if everybody goes out there and downloads it, you're able to do the streaming and stuff like that. I've tried it out. Rob has tried it out. Mark, have you tried it out yet?
I've got it on my Surface.
Okay.
And I'm not doing it on my on my main PC yet because we were recording tonight. I knew if I did it, it would break something and I'd miss for sure. So maybe by next week.
Yeah. Well, I've done it on a laptop, which has had Windows 10 on it for a while, and then my main machine here actually has Windows 10 on it now. Everything's working. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But I did try it like 20 minutes ago. I popped on Hardline, and I'll tell you, there's like almost zero lag when it comes to my desktop compared to my laptop, because my laptop was wireless, you know, obviously to my router, and then from my Xbox to my router, and then my router to my PC, and they were both wireless, and there was just, it wasn't even a second lag, but it was something that you could like see a little bit. But when I did it, because my machine here is wired, I couldn't tell anything. It was almost spot on. I mean, not even close to compare to what it was on the laptop. This thing was fast. The funny part is I was playing Hardline, which is obviously a PC game as well, and it's really weird to see the graphic difference, you know, because you're getting Xbox One graphics on your PC, which usually can handle a lot more. So it did look a little grainy and stuff like that. I was just like, oh, and I had it like cranked all the way up to high streaming and stuff like that. So I was playing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like almost 1-to-1. I was like, this is great. And then Hardline froze. So go figure, right? So
Yeah.
Maybe it was just the wrong game to stream for the first time, but it froze for sure on there. But,
I did play. I tried that today with Saints Row. I was playing Saints Row 4 on my Surface.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that okay? When I messaged you, so the other thing is I was sitting here and I was like, oh, that's right, I want to try Xbox Live Parties. So I partied Mark, and you were playing on your Xbox One, and
Yep.
I was in the app, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, and of course, the party system's in beta, so it's going to have issues here or there or requests. And he's like, oh, I hear myself. And I'm like, oh, no, you know, because my whole setup that I have here, which Mark has the same setup and Rob's got a similar setup, or should have a similar setup, is, you know, multiple sound cards, you know, and for all my chatting clients and Skype and everything like that, they're all on one sound card, and then everything else is through the other sound card. That's why everybody in Twitch right now can hear all three of us, and they can hear my system sound and stuff like that, but you guys don't hear yourselves. Well, the Xbox app only uses the default input and output sound settings, which is the one that combines everything. So Mark's like, hello, hello. And then what was the thing you answered yourself? You're like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it. He kept answering himself. He's like laughing as he's doing it. But that's the only thing. You sound crystal clear, and hopefully I sounded clear to you, and you sounded clear to yourself.
I sounded beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, there wasn't any hiccups or
marvelous.
anything. It was nice. The starting a party, I just clicked start a party, invite. I had my friends list, everybody that was online. I just picked Mark, and boom, he was in there. That the only downfall was he could hear himself. Now I found a way at work around it, but I also went to xbox.uservoice.com, and I put in a request to have the Xbox app to have sound settings where you could pick and choose your input and output settings, which then I could set it up like any other chat client on my machine, and everything would work perfect at that point. So everybody's listening or anything like that, go to xbox.uservoice.com, do a search for, Windows 10 Xbox app party sound settings, and you'll probably find the one that was submitted by me, and upvote it if you would. I'd greatly appreciate it. So that was the thing about that. But that's my experience that I've had today on a fresh, on the upgrade of Windows 10. Rob, have you tried it out any more since you've done it last?
Used it. Yeah, I used it the other day. I mean, it still works good. I've always had good luck with it. And my only thing is, like, if you're going to be doing it, just make sure you have your quality settings, because there's low, medium, and high.
Yes.
And it really depends on the quality of your connection. I think you can run on high if you're wired.
Yeah.
Or if you're wireless, I guess it really depends on the quality of your wireless at home.
Yeah, I
or
ran
wherever you're at.
I ran on high when I was wireless, and it ran just fine. But yeah, I ran high when I'm wired as well, and I mean it was spot on. It was really nice. So, and the remember the one complaint I had about the Xbox button? Like the Xbox button didn't work, and you double hit it and stuff like that, and it wasn't working. Somebody messaged me and said, "Oh, you can change that in the settings." Well, I think it must be set by default now, but yeah, it worked just fine. So the double tapping the Xbox button and everything like that worked perfect.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, so I was super happy about that.
Yeah, I've got to say they've really done a nice job with this feature. It's it's working out really well. I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah, same here. And I mean, I've been reading up on Windows 10. I see where there's some bugs that people are talking about here and there. Some people's like, "Oh, don't upgrade until they fix everything." But all the bugs they were talking about is just like, well, you're not going to upgrade your operating system because of that bug. I was like, I mean, it's just kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm running Pro on this machine. I'm actually going to downgrade to Home when I rebuild it.
Yeah.
So there's
What
no
was
reason.
the title of your party chat thing? Do you remember?
What's the
on the feedback? I mean, how are we supposed to find it to vote it up?
Well, that was if you do a search for. I'll look for it when maybe we're talking.
Okay.
I think it was. I'll have to look it up now. I'll look it up before this show's over. But yeah. So yeah, for anybody that's out there and you got Windows 10, Gunichi saying he's going to update his laptop this weekend to Windows 10. The upgrade was super smooth. One issue on mine was I thought I had everything broken, which was not good. My video drivers, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, be prepared that your drivers won't install properly, and you may have to do it again and then do a restart, and then after that everything's fine. Because when it booted up, I look over, I obviously got 3 monitors, and my screen is like 800 by 600 on the far left monitor, and nothing else is working. I'm like, well, this isn't going to work. And so it took about 10 minutes or whatever to get it corrected, but after that everything has been pretty smooth. So, but All right. Guys, have any more things on the integration or the Xbox
Nope.
app or Windows 10 in general? Rob, you said you had an issue. What was yours?
It really wasn't that much of an issue. I was just running Enterprise during the beta, and now they downgraded me to Pro, which is fine, I guess.
Downgraded you to Pro.
Yeah, I know. What's up with that? I like to be elite. I want to have the Enterprise version. But I have to say that it is active. It is activated. So I'm pleasantly happy to have, I guess, gotten it at no cost or whatever, like they had said, where you get it, what, for free essentially for the first year.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's been running really good for me. I've had Windows 10 on my laptop for over a year now, running all the betas, and for the most part, they've been pretty rock solid. There's been a couple of weird issues. The worst one of which was there was one beta where you could not change your IP address.
That was like 130 or 130.
Yeah, it was or actually it might have been in the 9000s even,
Oh, gee,
or
that
it was, or right around the switch into the 10,000s, right around there somewhere. But that was the worst one, and that affected me because of work. I needed to change my IP address for something that I couldn't.
There was like a 9928 or something like that. That was a problem.
9926.
So yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some problems with that one too. So,
but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Cool. The user voice I posted into the chat for anybody that's in here. If you go to, I also tweeted it under my Twitter account, which is BJSwick33. Windows 10 Xbox app party sound settings. So if you look for Windows 10 Xbox app party sound settings, that is the one. That is mine.
So. Vote that sucker down right now.
Aww. Not cool. So, all right. This one here might be a quick discussion, but I wanted to get Mark's input on it. So have you heard about this? It's a developer. I want to say Nexon, Nexon.
Yes.
They're and EA are getting together. How about that? To bring Titanfall Online to Asia. So there's the console ban and everything was lifted in China and things like that. But this is going to be like a Titanfall flavored free to play on PC, which is weird because we don't have a free to play Titanfall. But I guess if it brings the game to them or something like that to them, I see it's kind of cool. Now this isn't Titanfall 2, so don't freak out for anybody who's a Titanfall fan. Titanfall is not going free to play, but I thought it was interesting because a lot of people started hitting off that it was going to be Titanfall 2, but I don't know. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Do you think that it's a waste of time, or I guess if they can get it, they can get it, or if this is successful, what do you think might happen in the future? Would we get another Titanfall-like game, free to play or something like that?
I think it's crap.
Just tell them to just go buy Titanfall.
Well, I mean, how many times has Titanfall been down like $12? I mean,
yeah,
3 times.
It's nothing to get your panties in a bunch. However, it does stink that there's also like a Ghost Recon Online, I believe, that is only available in a different country. This one's only in Asia for the Titanfall. Isn't there a Halo one as well? I thought we talked about a while back.
Oh yeah.
There's like
That's
some
right.
Halo game online free to play, but it's not available anywhere outside of I think that's in Russia actually.
It's just the
So I'm like,
multiplayer, isn't it?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, why why can't they're PC games? Why do they have to be set up only for certain areas? Like, it just seems kind of stupid to me. I don't really care. I'm a console gamer, so I don't play on my PC except I play Sudoku, and I'm really close to getting the final achievement in that game. By the way, it takes a year to do. So
Wow.
I'm almost there. I think I get it in September.
What does it play every day for a year?
Just about, yeah.
That's crazy.
You gotta, not every day for a year, but it's you gotta get
Close enough.
yeah, you had to get gold medals for like 8 months,
Oh,
which is playing almost every day. And then now I'm going for 12 bronze medals, which is playing just a few days each month. But I play the game every day anyways. I go and do the daily challenge. I love that game, but anyways, cool. I'm getting way off track.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Gunny Chiefs. Like, speaking of free to play, whatever happened to Halo Online thing in Russia?
Yeah,
so you guys are right on.
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of stinks that I don't really see the point unless it's just a small thing that I get it if it's like a small, they don't have a big studio that's doing it and they can't afford the hardware, but when you're doing something like Halo or what was it we were just talking about?
Titanfall,
Titanfall or even Ghost Recon, those are huge titles. So to me, it seems kind of odd to limit it to just a small area. Like, I mean, Asia's not small, but, come on. Europe and Japan, Europe. Well, I guess Japan is Asia. So, but you're leaving Europe and North America out of it, and South America.
Yeah,
it's a lot of gamers.
Yeah, it's a lot of gamers, but I'm wondering if they're targeting, because it's not Respawn doing this; it's a smaller developer, but EA is in on it, and I'm wondering if they're just going, because PC gaming and definitely like free to play and MOBAs and stuff like that are massive in Asia, just massive, like the free to play type games and that whole structure. So, I mean, if they're just like, we'll throw something like Titanfall out there. Because if they run the servers and it gets big over there, they're just going to rake in money.
But why? I mean, are free-to-play games not big over here? I mean, that's, I guess, my question is, I know it's huge over there, but I wonder if we just don't have the market here. I mean, that would make sense why they wouldn't do it then, but it seems weird, like companies like EA and Respawn saying we're going to do a Titanfall only over in Asia, or we're doing a Halo in Russia. Yeah. It just... Really? I mean, why? So that's the interesting. I'd like to know why we don't get that here, especially when it's PC. It's just you just got to connect to that server.
Right.
They couldn't put a server farm over here to host it, but
well, that's Hawk says it might be because of the business model. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like the free to play business model in Asia is just massive. They'll almost play anything that they can, try out, and if they like it, then you can start cashing in on the buy this, $10 for this Titan, $10 for this Titan, because you're not going to be, most likely you're not going to be unlocking things. You're going to be paying for stuff, or you're going to be all the burn cards. I imagine instead of like earning, you just earn a massive amount of burn cards in that game. But I imagine like you probably won't earn as many, and you'll be able to buy like burn card packs and stuff like that. But,
and there is that in the game now where you have to buy, like but you earn by doing matches, you earn points that you can buy burn card packs, and you can buy skins or what is it, patches for your Titan, and you can buy voices.
Right.
So all that stuff's in there, but you don't use real world money for it. But yeah, I could see this very easily being converted over, and instead of earning the points for the stuff that you do, like your XP that you convert into money, so to speak. They just say, you got to buy a $20 card and, like Neverwinter or something. Right. But I mean, I don't really care. It just seems odd.
Yeah.
That we keep seeing these free-to-play games not happening over here.
Right. So. Okay. Cool. Rob? Nothing?
Yes.
You playing Sudoku to try to get that achievement?
No, I got no opinion on it. I mean, I don't. I don't care. I never played it. I never played Titanfall to begin with,
That's
and you know what? I have it digital and I have it on disc. I have physical and
Oh.
digital copies, and I've never played it.
Yeah, that might be a game I might go back and play a little bit more during my backlog thing because that game was fun. I was
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can't believe I waited that long on that game. I
Yeah.
wish I would have been on it when it was like super popular, because I have a blast with it. And all I play is oh man, what's the mode?
Destiny.
No, the mode.
Frontier Defense.
Yeah, Frontier Defense. That's really all I play, because I like being teamed up with people and coming up with strategies and stuff like that. So
It's a fun mode too.
yeah.
Especially the one where you don't get a Titan. That's an interesting one.
Oh.
Have you played that level?
Well, the one where you're like in the little, it's like the little courtyard, and it's the building
Yeah,
that
like
they're
statues
trying to,
out front.
yeah, and they're rushing into the
yeah.
building, and yeah, of course they
Yes.
have Titans walking in all sides, and you're just like running around.
Yep, you have no Titans. You get no Titans on that map.
Yeah, I know what you're
That
talking about.
that one is a struggle. That was fun, but it's like we did. Finally, I was able to beat the thing with the right group of people, and the right. You got everybody set up to do different things, and you work together as a team, and it was fun, man. I loved it. But I remember the first time I was like, "Why am I not getting a Titan? What's going on?" You're running around as this little guy, and you're like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
There's Titans coming in.
Help!
Yeah.
27 nuke Titans. What
Oh, that's oh man, that's the
it's
other
so
thing.
fun. That game is awesome, dude.
Yeah, the one time, oh man, I forget the other. I forget what the other map is, but it's really weird because it's like, oh, you have, 6 Arc Titans and 12 Nuke Titans coming in, and like 5 regular Titans or whatever. I forget what the regular ones are. And you're doing the first couple rounds, and then like the last round is like, there is 30 Nuke Titans, and you're like, what? It's like, are you kidding me? And I mean, literally, I forget which one it was, but it's like, how many rounds are in that? 5 waves, or does it depend?
I don't remember.
3 waves?
It does. I think it does. I think it's different for the various maps.
Yeah.
But
There's one where it's like
some I think go 4 or
every
5.
round up to the last one is doable, but then that last round, it's just like you're getting beat up and getting beat up and getting beat up, and it's just like, oh, you have like 10, 15 more to go.
Well, there's one map too that's really big. It has only 2 waves, and the first wave's like 1 guy, and I was like, what? And then the next wave was like 250.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, it's like 250. Enemies, not all at once, but
Right.
in the total that you got to take out to complete the wave was like 250 or something. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And that one was a real tough one to complete too. But yeah, that game's fantastic. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk says that's the best mode, right, Wing? And says,
yes,
I was there and I'm pretty good at that mode. Well, Hawk, maybe we'll have to play. That's good. That's a good game. So, all right, cool. So free to play to Asia. Last topic. I mentioned Gamescom earlier in the show, saying news
Cool.
kind of dies down a little bit. Well, Gamescom is next week. Starts the Gamescom Xbox briefing. Is Tuesday, August 4th. And basically it's 4 p.m. CEST. I don't know what that is, but whatever EDT time is. So I don't know exactly what time that Eastern Daylight Time or something like that. I don't know if it's 10 in the morning for us or what, but so
What?
That's
No,
Central
man.
European summertime.
Okay, what's EDT? In that Eastern
EDT?
Daylight
probably
Savings
European Daylight Time,
Time? Okay,
something like that.
something like that. It's sometime. I'll most likely watch the recording of it.
Here's what time it is.
Yeah, so
That's what time it is. Crackdown time,
yes.
baby.
So here's a quick snippet, and then we'll talk about it. It says
Actually,
during-
EDT would be Eastern. Eastern daylight savings time.
Okay, that's my time. So it's 10 a.m. my time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always EST. I never do the D or change it.
Yeah.
But here's a little snippet. It says, during our E3 2015 Xbox briefing, we shared the first part of our vision for the future of Xbox gaming. That will continue when the Xbox team takes the stage the evening before Gamescom officially kicks off to share the latest on games coming to Xbox One, including highly anticipated titles like Scalebound, Quantum Break,
Yeah.
and something else.
Crackdown!
And Crackdown. We'll take a closer look at those and other upcoming games as well as share some exciting announcements. So tune in Gamescom 2015 Xbox briefing on Xbox One, Xbox.com, Xbox 360, Windows Phone, and get the latest news and see some hot trailers and demos. Be sure to download a free Xbox Live event interactive app on your Xbox One. So you can watch it just like you can anything on like E3, but the big games, and you heard it at E3 there as well, which kind of makes me go back and sit there and like, as much as everybody said that, PlayStation 1, the E3 briefing, I wish that Xbox would have shown Quantum Break, Scalebound, and Crackdown at E3, and then it would have been like, okay, now you can't say they won because we gave 3 more games that are anticipated. But
well, Sony's not even doing a press conference or anything at Gamescom.
yeah, well, that's because they are.
Microsoft, but they'll still say Sony won it.
Yeah, well, that's because Sony's killing it in Europe.
Yeah, they are.
So I mean,
so they don't even need to waste their time.
They don't need to show up. They don't have any first party stuff to to do. They got a huge third party backing this this fall, just like we do, or just like the Xbox does. But yeah, they're not going there, just like we're not going to TGS.
Right.
All 100 consoles that we sold, or whatever it was, 10 consoles they sold.
Oh yeah.
But I was a little surprised that Sony's not going to be there, but they're not. But Xbox is showing up, and I'm glad they are, and I'm glad they got different stuff to show. It's just not going to be a repeat, 100% repeat of E3.
Phil Spencer said Crackdown would be. They're going to show gameplay of Crackdown.
Yeah.
So it won't be another CG generated trailer. We'll actually see the game in action.
So yeah,
What day did you say this was? This was like next week or
August 4th,
August.
Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday the 4th.
So I gotta set my alarm and get up early. That's like 7 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll be in the middle of work, but so Hawk says Sony won E3 for 2016. They showed very little this year and lots for next. They showed a couple games for next. I broke all that down. The 3 big games that they showed that everybody was super excited for aren't even slated until like 2017. So I'm not exactly sure why everybody was excited, if they even come out. But
it's just popular hate on Microsoft.
Yeah. So games with Gamescom. So Quantum Break's one of the big ones. It's been delayed, and we've even, like I have said, once you're delayed this many times, it's kind of one of those like, yeesh, I don't know what's really going to happen with this, so I'm excited to see that they're going to do something with it. We're not exactly sure if we're getting gameplay or anything like that, but do you think we'll get, on these 3 games that they're showing, do you think we'll get any announcement, like release dates?
I don't know. I don't expect to see Crackdown until 2016. I would think that they would not do it holiday. I would hope that they would do that in summer or somewhere in the first half of 2016.
Agreed.
But I don't know how long that game's been in development. So this will be the first we've actually seen a gameplay. It could be a 2017 title. Quantum Break has got to be released sometime soon. It was announced before the Xbox One came out. And we're coming up on 2 years of the Xbox One being out. Mm-hmm. So, and this game is we still don't know when it's happening. So we've seen gameplay. We've seen really long gameplay walkthroughs of it. It looked fantastic. I just don't see the holdup.
Right.
But I think we should get a release date at Gamescom if they're going to bring this game out and show it there. They need to give us a release date. Scalebound, I don't expect. Again, I think sometime 2016, maybe even 2017. It's pretty relatively new.
I can't remember what Scalebound was. Do you guys remember what Scalebound was?
It's that dragon game or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of those Japanese action games, I believe. It didn't interest me, but I know a lot of people are excited for it.
So, cool. Real quick, Drano85 says, "Love your show. I listen to the podcast weekly. Keep up the good work." Thank you very much. And he just followed, by the way, so hopefully your achievement pops here soon. And 30 and Still Gaming says, "How's it going, gentlemen? It is going fine. How's it going with you?" So,
welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. With release dates, so I agree with you, Mark, that they're going to be 2016. I don't think anything's coming out. These 3 games aren't coming out this year. But I also hope that there is that March to April, February, March, April time frame. I'd say more toward April time frame for like Crackdown or any of those, Crackdown or Quantum Break, because we already know that the new Gears is coming out to the fall holiday, so they're going to be or fall 2016, so that's going to be in that slot around there. Right. And I wouldn't want to see them do that much stuff. Plus, it's just like, if you're going to go and show these games, definitely Crackdown. I have that belief, like, if you're going to show it, you're showing it because it's coming out before the next big conference, like before Gamescom next year or before E3 next year, because otherwise you're just showing the same games every single year. But yeah, I'm going to be watching, and I'm just hoping they say spring, 2016, and then I'll be jumping up and down. So, are you going to get that game, Mark? You going to get Crackdown?
Yeah, I'm probably going to get Crackdown. We'll see. Yeah, depends.
Maybe
I've got any money and how much they want for it. And heck yeah, I'm getting Crackdown. Come on.
When it goes on sale in like 8 months after release.
I'll wait till it comes out free for games with gold.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah.
So heck yeah, I'm all over that one. And I think even Quantum Break, I would pre-order that one as well. Mm-hmm. So, just they gotta put them out there. To release them, so
yeah.
So I'm excited to see Crackdown, dude. I can't tell you how excited I'm about that game. Stoked. I hope they don't ruin it. I hope they keep it fun.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is I want a different city, dude. Give me someplace else.
Oh yeah.
If it's in the same town, I'm gonna be a little annoyed by that. And I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the trailers from before to see if they mentioned if it was the same city or not.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, obviously, you want to have orbs. You want to have the same noises for the orbs. But, and it sounds like, they got the same announcer.
Oh, like, you got to have him.
That's what I was getting ready to say, is like, you have to have him. It's like, without him, that'd be insane. So, not to have him. But, 4-player Crackdown. I think the next Crackdown is more than 2, isn't it?
I'm looking at their official page right now on Xbox.com. I don't think they have that. It doesn't look like they have that set of that detail yet. Yeah.
And 30 and Still Gaming says, "I am passing on Crackdown and the new Gears of War myself." So is that because you're not a big first-person shooter? Third-person shooter? Or do you prefer like RPGs and stuff like that? You have to put in the chat or whatever, because those are, two pretty popular series and stuff like that. To skip on them. Curious on why you'd be skipping them.
Hey Gunny, I see Gunny's like, we need 4-player Crackdown. I know Crackdown was 2-player, but I thought Crackdown 2 was up to 4, because it seemed to me you could have, if I remember, it's been a while since I've played, but you could get a chopper and you could have your other people jump on and ride on one of the helicopters. that they would ride and they could shoot from their little seat. And I thought it was up to 4, but I'll have to double check. But I would think the new one's going to have at least 4-player, and it looks. I would say most likely we're still going to be in the same town. So, but it's still, I'm all over it, dude. That game is so much fun. Even the second one now, and here's the funny thing: the second one was really kind of a letdown. It wasn't. It didn't have the hook. It wasn't, I think, as fun when I first played it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like I went back and was playing some of the original Crackdown with people and realized that a lot of the features they put in to the second one made that game so much better. Like there was like jump boots, and you had the helicopters, and it was just fun to fly around and just destroy stuff. And there was other things, there was features they put in the second game that made it so much better, but it was like the story I thought was lacking. And then you're like, oh, you're in the same town, and now it's all destroyed, and so you didn't feel like, you felt like you were kind of running to the same game again. So I'm hoping that if we're still, I think it's Pacific City, if we're still in Pacific City, I hope they've done something to kind of make it feel a little different. But
yeah, it was like the alien type zombie, whatever those.
Yeah, it was zombies.
Oh, there's 30 and still gaming just followed. So sorry, Drano85, your follow got eaten up by, your achievement got eaten up by 30 and still gaming. I've noticed that when like 2 people follow at the same time, the first person, it usually just takes the last person that followed, and not everybody. But appreciate both of you guys following, by the way. So a couple more things. I mean, any more stuff on Gamescom? Other than that, I think they're just maybe going to hint on, on some of the stuff, like rehash some E3 things, and probably just tackle those games mainly. I'm curious to see a couple other things would be nice, but we will see. Rob, do you have any input on?
No, I'm not really. I'm just waiting for it to come. And I was really surprised that it was so far away from E3. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 2 weeks later. But, that gave us some time to sit there and, absorb all the E3 information. Now we've got a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more coming.
Yep. A couple things, actually. One's from something in the chat. But real quick, did you guys finally... So, Tomb Raider is officially a timed exclusive. Mm-hmm. They finally came out and said what it was going to be.
1 year, right?
Yeah, so people on PlayStation get it 1 year so they'll get it holiday 2016. So finally we knew something. I was just like, I don't know why they just couldn't come out and say, we're going to get it this year, you're going to get it next year. I don't I don't understand what the big holdup was. I don't know if they were trying to figure out a way to make it exclusive or what, but so,
or it was all under negotiations of some kind, or who knows what it was.
Hawk is wondering if the guy in the middle ever talks. It's like you talk, Rob, you talk less and less. He knows who Rob is. The part is that Rob's just quiet. And it's just like, but so we finally found that out. Now, 30 and Still Gaming said he answered the question I asked about, why he wasn't getting those 2 games. He says he likes them. He's just over them as right now. He will be playing Destiny, Fallout 4, Star Wars Battlefront. Just too many games. So, and that's the other reason why, like me falling out with Destiny when I was talking about it earlier, is there is so much stuff coming out and coming up. I'm wondering with you guys, what is your guys' most anticipated games coming up for the fall?
For the fall
and spring. I mean, say Crackdown and Quantum Break get announced for this spring. We'll just assume.
Well, we've got Tom Clancy's Division, which I'm still pretty stoked for, and Halo 5, and Tomb Raider obviously is at the top of my list, and and I don't think we'll see Crackdown this year, but or early next year. But yeah, that would be up there as well. And Quantum Break, I think those would probably be the biggest ones that are coming out in the near future, or hopefully near future.
Cool. Hey, Drano85 donated $10. He has taken Wing off the board.
What?
Right. About time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's awesome.
Awesome.
So he got his figures like, I'm gonna get on that board one way or the other.
Yeah.
Somebody took the favorite, I'll just donate money. So awesome.
See, the sad thing is what he doesn't know is that was Brun's little trick. Oh, someone wants to subscribe, we're not going to let them go up there, and maybe they'll donate.
Yeah, actually,
right.
it's
Like you could control that.
Yeah, it was funny because a couple weeks ago, just for fun, nobody really mentioned it and noticed that I put Wingman 709 $500 donation instead of $5 donation. So, but
see, went out Drano. Thank you, Drano85. We really appreciate that. That was awesome.
Thank you. Rob, what are your anticipated games?
My big one is Tomb Raider. That is, I've got my eye on the Tomb Raider prize.
All right. Anything
That's
else?
really about it.
Can't give us top 3, maybe top 2? One more than just one?
I don't know. It's just, I mean, that and let's see. Looking forward to Forza.
Really?
I forgot that was even coming out. There is just too much.
Yeah, it's coming out in September, right?
Yeah, but it's just, I like the Forza franchise, and I've played like everyone except the very first one, but
Yeah.
I've owned them all. But man, I don't know if I can do Forza 6. It's just like the same thing over and over. You know, like with
True.
Horizon 2, you're getting something different.
Yeah, Horizon's more interesting,
Yes.
I think, or it's more fun. It's more arcadey. So I don't know. What else is coming out?
Black Ops 3 is getting cheap.
Black Ops. What else?
We got the Gears of War
Yeah.
coming out. Which I would
Halo.
think I would skip because that's just a remaster.
Yeah.
I keep putting all this money into remasters, even though I did it for Saints Row and I absolutely loved it. It's still so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, Gears. Nah, that's all right. So let me jump into the store real quick. I'll just see what they've got listed there. They don't have everything listed in the coming soon, but they have some stuff.
So
Hey, I was going to ask you guys. I haven't looked into this at all, but that King's Quest game that's coming out, actually, is it out? I don't. It might be out already.
It's already out.
Yeah.
It came out this week.
Is that's episodic, right?
which game is it?
The new King's Quest.
There's the complete collection. So let me look. It says one purchase is complete. Download the game by select. Oh, never mind.
I think it was $40.
Chapters 1 through 5. So it's all 5 chapters of the. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be episodic.
Okay.
So, before I go through mine, couple people, Hawk nailed 2 of mine. Said the new Deus Ex, which is why I'm going and playing Human Revolution right now, and Fallout 4. I'm going to give Fallout 4 a try. Halo, of course. Siege is another one I'm looking forward to. And also The Division are like my main ones that I have. Now, one of my outliers there is Battlefront, and I was wondering if Stricken Thought means Forza and Battlefront and not Battlefield, because he put Forza in Battlefield, but I think he might mean Battlefront. But I don't know, like, I know a lot of people are talking about Battlefront and how awesome it's going to be and great, but it's one of those games where I know it's made by a wonderful developer that I love so much, but I'm wondering if it's going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those, like, I'm not saying it's going to be bad or it's going to be awesome or anything like that. I really don't know. Like, I really have to try it to see if I like it or not. But I just don't. I'm like, a lot of people pre-order and it's like, oh, I can't wait, and I'm just wondering, it's like, are a lot of people going to be disappointed or not? Because I mean, you guys neither one of you guys said the new Star Wars game. I'm not looking forward to Battlefront. I'm looking forward.
Let me work on the first few weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not sure about it. That's kind of the way I should put it. But yeah.
I forgot Rock Band 4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I actually got that one pre-ordered with getting a new guitar.
Yeah. Well, and Drano saying looking forward to the Dishonored definitive edition. I think is what they're calling that. Kind of like the Tomb Raider. And that's I got that coming August 25th, so I already got that pre-ordered and ready to play it. So, but yep, Hawk, I got it as well. I'm waiting. I think I might be downloading now, so have to wait 25 days to play it.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think if there's any other games. Like I have zero interest in Tomb Raider. Not that it's because anything about the game, it's just I haven't been in the series for the last couple years. Never played like their definitive editions or anything like that, so it's like I really not interested in jumping in now. So that one is why that's not on my radar. It's nothing to do with the game.
Well, here I'll run through just off what's available and coming soon for digital. We got the Rare Replay, Madden NFL 16, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Dishonored Definitive. We've got Forza 6, NHL 16, Destiny the Taken King, Mighty Number 9. Let's see, NBA 2K16, Lego Dimensions. There you go, Rob. Rainbow Six Siege.
No way.
Halo 5 Guardians, Need for Speed, Black Ops 3, Fallout 4, Star Wars Battlefront, Final Fantasy
15.
Yep. That dumb game called Unravel looks. I was more annoyed by the guy that made the game he ticked me off, so I won't buy the game. Disney Infinity 3.0, Just Cause 3, Elite Dangerous, Rock Band 4, Gigantic, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Plants vs. Zombies 2, Tom Clancy The Division, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. I bet Rob will get that one.
Well, Rob, Mirror's Edge, I figured you'd be excited for.
Oh
Mirror's
yeah,
Edge.
yeah.
So yeah,
I'll check that one out.
So I don't have a date on it. That's just what's listed in here.
Yeah,
they probably don't even have a date.
Yeah, I don't think
It says
so.
Coming soon. So, but that's off the market. But are you guys getting a Rare Replay?
I will.
I
$30, 30 games. Why not?
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm passing on it, and the reason why is because there are some games like when you played as a kid.
Nostalgia gets ruined when you go back and.
That's true, and really it's just like 30 games for $30 is a great buy if you really want to just own it, type of thing. But I'm gonna put that money towards something else. So
Yeah.
it's a great idea though. I think it's awesome that they're doing it. But yeah. So.
All right.
Cool. I'm glad I asked that question. That's good. Good topic. Good thing to always talk about. So plus it gets the group involved here to see what everybody's excited for, and Cubicle calls me crazy.
Told you to shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Forgot the C in my last name. How about you be quiet? No, just kidding.
Lara is a goddess.
I didn't say anything bad about her or the game or anything. I just, have other things to do. But, cool. All right. Well, let's hit the community.
Let's do it.
And multiple, before we hit the community, if you want to look like you're part of the community and dress all snazzy, you can go buy yourself an Ohio State shirt. Go to cafepress.com/this Xbox Life and get anything that's there. It's just crazy. So the guys were flipping through when we had the Jesus and Sean on here. They were looping through like, oh my gosh, you guys got so much stuff. It's like, I think we have everything Cafe Press has to offer with our logo on it.
No, not that much. So we didn't get like the dog collars.
Oh no.
There's so much stuff they have out there. I had to limit it because it's actually a pain to set these shops up. So,
So.
yeah, it's not so easy.
But yeah, cafepress.com/thisxboxlife. If you want to send us a voicemail, go to thisxboxlife.com thisxboxlife.com. On the right hand side, click send voicemail, follow the prompts. It'll send it to us. We will put it in the show and answer it. Another way is contact at thisxboxlife.com. That'll send us an email, and we actually have one this week. So Rob gets to earn his bonus.
Oh yay!
And the guy in the middle is about to talk. Everybody, the guy.
Okay, get ready.
The guy in the
Hold
middle.
on to your
is about-
hats.
I need mugs and bath towels, is what Gunny says. CafePress.com.
Yeah, I don't think we have bath towels, but we do have mugs.
Yeah. Yes, everybody, pay attention. Guy in the middle is about to speak. We're reading an email.
All right.
So.
And we're off.
Yep.
So Sith Lord 66 wrote in, the year was 2003. I remember seeing this beautiful game being played. The character had a lightsaber, and the customizations were aplenty. I asked my buddy who was playing this game, "What are you playing?" He said Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I told him I was going to pick it up on my PS2. He laughed and said it was exclusive to Xbox. So what did I do? What anyone who loves Star Wars would have done. Went to GameStop and traded my PS2 and got an Xbox with Knights of the Old Republic and never looked back.
Yeah.
I played KOTOR, I'll say it there as abbreviation, for hours that day. Ended up beating it light side and dark side. I later got Need for Speed Underground. I was amazed by the controls. The triggers the most. I was in awe with the pressure sensitivity. I later played the same game on PlayStation at a friend's house. Not the same game I owned. The one I owned was crisp and clean. The controls were unmatchable. The stick perfectly positioned let me turn the exact way I wanted. And again, the pressure sensitive triggers let me give the car as much gas as I wanted and needed. It really helped with the drag racing. I, of course, later purchased KOTOR 2, Fable, Need for Speed Underground 2, and several other games, and I was never happier with the Switch. So here we are, 12 years later, here we are, 12 later. I've owned Xbox.
12 years later.
Yeah, 12 years later. I've owned Xbox 360, and now the Xbox One. I've never looked back. You can truly say the Xbox is the one system to rule them all.
The one
That's
to
cool
bind
stuff.
them.
Yeah.
So,
True that.
Yeah.
True that, boo.
I remember playing when I first, about 2000, so it's about 2001, 2002 or so, when I started getting into PC gaming and playing Star Wars games on there and just having force push and force pull, and your lightsaber as you're running, you're just like flipping it around and blocking everything, and you could redirect lights, the blast coming at you and redirect them back into the people. It was a good game. So the Star Wars games have always been pretty good. So, but
What was the one? I've drawn a blank, man. I cannot remember the name of the Star Wars game, but it was the one where you actually could pull down a Star Destroyer.
oh, the one on the 360.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't even remember that game. Star Wars Unleashed or something like that, or those were really
Force
fun.
Unleashed. Force
Force Unleashed. Those were really fun games.
30 and Still Gaming was the Star Wars Galaxy player. That's funny right there. Do you guys remember that game?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. The big thing was everybody. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. The big thing was to work your way through those trees to get to be a Jedi. And then like later down, like I forget how many months it was down the road, they were just like, oh well, now you can just go in there and be a Jedi. And it's just like, what? You can't do that. So, but that's funny. My favorite MMO was City of Heroes. That was actually my favorite. That was a good one. So, but cool. All right, Sith Lord, thank you. 66, thank you for the email. Appreciate it. The one to rule them all. I like that. All right. Continuing along, you can hit us up on Twitter, twitter.com/thisxboxlife. And also the big place to be, where a majority of our community. So anybody who's new and here and following today, make sure to go to facebook.com/groups/thisxboxlife. If you're not part of that community yet there, or that group there, put in a request. We are a closed group, but we do accept people. Put one in there and then join the rest of the group, because it is a lively group. I will say that. So there's always discussions going on. So, and I think that's it for community-wise.
Oh, there's a live message
Oh, okay.
that I added in there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll go through it real
Okay,
quick.
go
So
ahead.
Corovirus sent a message last week after the last show. Said, listening to the podcast, many are taking what Phil said about mouse keyboard out of context. It was about streaming PC games to the Xbox One. So Phil replied about the mouse and keyboard support. For example, StarCraft 2 streamed to your Xbox One will need a mouse.
Okay. And that's kind of one of the things I forgot to mention up at the top. I think might have been what I actually had as the title when I went off on another thing, was them talking about, yeah, we can stream from the Xbox to the PC, but then here soon it'll be from PC to the Xbox. So, and it's kind of funny that they're talking about this, because I think PlayStation just released a keyboard and mouse combo for the PlayStation. So it'll be interesting, because the thing is if you're going to do it on a console and you talk about like Call of Duty, playing Call of Duty and stuff like that, like the Call of Duty World Championships and stuff for consoles, they're not going to let you play with a keyboard and mouse. It's going to be unless they have separate divisions for it, you're going to have to play with a controller, because to me that just wouldn't be fair. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about what he's saying about out of context, though. So cool. Well, thanks for the message. What do we got this coming week as far as games?
Not a whole lot, it seems. So for Xbox One, we have Magic Duels Origins coming out on the 31st, which would be Friday, I think. And then
Yes.
tomorrow, the 30th, for the 360, we have Masquerade, The Bubbles of Doom.
Yeah, I was typing that in there and had to make sure I was typing it right.
Yeah.
So, but
Also, Rare Replay comes out on August 4th.
Yeah, it's next week, right?
Next week, yeah, next Tuesday.
I guess.
And that's the Gamescom day, too.
So that's scheduled to come out.
I missed that one. Did I
Correct.
not
You
look
did.
far enough down the list?
Looks like it.
I had a lot of stuff on my mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I just missed that, because otherwise it's like August 25th,
Yep.
August 11th. I guess Xbox One's got some stuff. Yeah, it's got some stuff coming. So
So
cool. Well, where can you get all those people that still like to buy those discs and games and toilet paper and light bulbs? Where can you do that?
And maybe soon a new keyboard and mouse to use with your Xbox One.
There you go.
nice.
There you go. PC parts for
All-
your upgraded Windows 10
Absolutely.
machine.
Or for your upgraded Xbox One.
Yep.
So you can find that and more at Amazon.com. Make sure to go to thisxboxlife.com and click on our affiliate link before you make each and every purchase out there on Amazon.com. It helps support the show. We get a teeny tiny itsy bitsy little portion of the sale. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just Amazon thanking us for sending you their way. So support the show and support yourself for whatever reason you're about purchasing, whatever you are, and use our link. Also, make sure to rate us on iTunes. Rate us 5 stars if you can. If you have that whole iTunes thing, helps us move up in the ranks in the podcasting world, according to them, and helps us get featured. So if you do iTunes, please do that when you get a chance.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for everybody that hung out with us in the chat. Thanks for the new followers, and thanks for the donation.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Fantastic. So, and actually, Drano said it's for Halo 5 Limited Collector's Edition, I think. So I think he was telling me that was for me and not for us. No, just kidding. But,
Yeah.
All right. That's all we have. All 3 of us here this week. Wing,
Yay.
best
Okay.
episode ever.
Yeah,
This
whatever.
is the best episode ever.
Now the
So-
comments are going to be like, oh, you guys are back to your normal sucky episodes, huh?
The guy in the middle, okay. The one guy that complains a lot, Brun, no. Wing's back, and the guy in the middle didn't say anything. No. So, all right. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Come back Wednesday. Oh, real quick. Sorry. 2 more things. Go out
Okay.
to xbox.uservoice.com. Search for, what was the thing that I put out?
The Xbox voice feedback.
Yeah, it's like Windows 10 Xbox app party sound settings. If
I
you search
couldn't
that.
find it that way. I did that search. I had to use your link to get to it.
Okay. I tweeted it on Twitter. So if you go to twitter.com/bjswick33, you'll see the link. If you could upvote that, that'd be awesome. The other thing is for the people that helped get me into the Infinicine beta, which is another streaming application, but it's all web-based. I got into the beta. I'm super excited. I have between 11 a.m. and 9 p.m., I think, on Saturday to stream using my account to use that software. So I'll be streaming and testing out some software on Saturday. If anybody wants to come hang out, on Twitch there, just go over to bjswick33 and follow me there, and I'll be there Saturday. I'll probably do some Rocket League and probably some Battlefield 4, maybe Deus Ex, I don't know. I'll play something. So I want to definitely try out that software. I'm kind of excited to see what it's all about. So Hawk says, the guy on top talks a lot. The guy in the middle, not so much.
We balance each other out.
Yes. So, all right. I think that's all I had. So, thanks for coming out, everybody. We will see everybody next week.
Hey, real quick, you
Okay.
know, one of the reasons why, too, if you've noticed in the past, I did most of the talking, I would say a lot, but that's when I was producing the show or running it. Now Brun's running it, and so you tend to lead it. You tend to, you know, so that's why he does most of the talking. He's kind of leading the show. So he's at the control panel.
Yeah. So, which I have to train and teach some other people how to do it.
No habla inglés.
Yeah, we'll have to do it soon. There may be a week that I might have to miss, but all right. And Gunny, yes, I'll put that link to the user voice on Facebook. Good idea. So, all right, is that it? You guys done?
Yes.
Sí, señor.
All right, I'm out of here. Brun, BJ Swick 33. Everybody have a good one.
I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening. Catch y'all next week.
And I'm Mark, aka Wingman 709, taking off.